Hey guys, today I'm filming my 6-month update on my makeup inventory for 2023. If you have not seen a makeup inventory for me, I've been doing them on my channel since 2015, and I think every year except maybe the first or second year I started doing 6 months updates because my collection changes so much throughout the year. And I will have my playlist linked for you, and I like to do my inventories by showing you all of the physical products instead of just telling you numbers, which does make the video longer, so I apologize if that's not your thing, but I will try to have the chapters for the categories so you guys can just skip ahead to numbers and to just get a little snapshot of the products that I have in case you don't want to hear the whole ramble. But I also love telling you what things I have brought in since last time and then what things I used up and decluttered. Again, makes the video longer, but I love knowing that information, so hopefully you guys do as well. I have a huge collection. I am okay with that, and I am bringing products in, but I am on somewhat of a low buy this year, and I am fortunate enough to get some PR, and I do have friends that declutter things to me, so I've brought some things in that way. But I do post monthly declutter videos, and I'm always project panning, and I'm super happy with the amount of things I've been able to work out of my collection this year. I have not actually filmed, as I'm saying this, all of the inventory pieces. I did do all of the face products though, and the numbers were better than I expected, so I'm really happy about that, and I can't wait to film the other parts, especially lip glosses in particular, to see where I'm at. For almost all of the categories, I do have a goal number of where I want to be by the end of the year, and for some of them, very close or already there. For some others, not too good, but that is there for you as well, and we still have halfway through the year to maybe make some things happen. So without further ado, here's my makeup inventory. First face primer, I currently have 9. Last update I had 12, so my numbers did go down in this category, which is so exciting. I did declutter 1, the Herborian Extra Matte Primer, but I used up a few as well. I used up primers from Tarte, Danessa Myricks, and Vesca. I did also finish a Dr. Brandt pore filling primer, but I had a backup, so those cancel each other out. I only got 1 new primer since last time, and that would be the Smashbox Primerizer. I received it in PR, and my goal was to be down to 10 by the end of the year. I'm already under that goal. I'm gonna, however, keep it at 10 because I do have a couple primers on my wish list. Some from Glow Recipe, Huda Beauty Glowish, and One Size that I'm still trying to figure out if I want to pick up during the Sephora fall sale. And I am currently working on this Murad primer, so that should be finished by the end of the year. I'm not sure if I'd be able to finish any of the rest of these because most of them are pretty full, but super happy that I'm already under my goal for the year. For foundation, I currently have 18. Last update, I had 15, so my numbers did go up in this category. I used up a foundation from Kosas and the Rare Beauty Skin Tint, but I've gotten 5 new ones since last time. So my friend Jean decluttered the Oma by Sharon C Flawless in Real Life foundation to me. The RMS Re-Evolve I got in PR, and then I purchased the 3 of these: Estee Lauder Double Wear Sheer, the KVD Good Apple Serum, and the Too Faced Born This Way Healthy Glow Skin Tint. My goal was to be down to 15 by the end of the year. I am gonna keep that same goal. I don't know that that's going to happen. I'm currently working on this IT Cosmetics foundation, so that should be done. I have some ideas in my mind, depending on how soon I finish up the IT Cosmetics, of maybe another combo of foundations that I would like to finish. So we'll see. I don't know that I would end up decluttering anything out of here, so I'm not quite sure if I'm going to reach that goal. There will probably be other foundations I'm interested in, but I am pretty happy with the actual products that I have right now, and I am going to keep my goal at that 15. For concealer, I currently have 8. Last update, I had 10. So my numbers did go down in this category. I used up my Sigma color corrector, the Kosas concealer, and Tarte Ultra Creamy concealer. And the new one that I have gotten would be the Benefit Boing Cakeless Creaseless Concealer. I got that one in PR, and I am feeling so incredibly good about this category because I think my numbers are going to go down substantially by the end of the year. So this is my MAC Studio Finish Concealer. The freaking lid thing fell out in the car, like down in a crease that I'm not gonna be able to get it out of, and this is old, so I probably will end up getting rid of this by the end of the year. I'm working my way through this. This should be done in a couple of months. Then I'm gonna use this as a color corrector. That should be done by the end of the year as well. Working on the NYX right now, combining it with the Benefit. So I think those should be done by the end of the year. So potentially by the end of the year, I will have just these 3 concealers unless I get some new ones. I do have one on my wish list, but oh my gosh, like I cannot wait to see what this looks like at the end of the year. If I go crazy and buy a bunch of new concealers, I will be so mad at myself. But my goal is to be down to 6 by the end of the year. That is absolutely going to happen, which makes me feel amazing. For face powder, I currently have 11. Last update, I had 13. So my numbers did go down in this category, which is awesome. I used up some loose powders from Sigma, Hourglass, and Laura Mercier. I did finish the Too Faced Born This Way powder, but I had a backup, so they canceled each other out. The only new powder I brought in was the Ciate Extraordinary Translucent Powder. I got that one in PR. My goal is to be down to 10 by the end of the year, and I think I'm going to be probably right at 10. I am working on a couple of these powders, but I have backups for them, except I might be able to finish the Maybelline by the end of the year, and I don't have a backup of that one right now, but it's something I would probably repurchase. So we'll see if I can finish the e.l.f. powder foundation by the end of the year, because I would not repurchase that. And then we'll see when I try the Ciate if I like it enough to keep it. So for cream cheeks, I used to have a small enough collection where I showed them to you all together and just had one cream cheek number, but at the beginning of the year I already had a pretty big collection, so I will give you an overall total product, and then I will tell you how many cream and liquid products I have for bronzer, blush, and highlight. I did do that in January, so I am still able to compare those numbers. So as a whole, I currently have 53 cream and liquid products. Last update, I had 46, so my numbers have gone up by 7 products. As y'all know, cream and liquid cheeks have been all the rage, so it's been too hard to resist trying some of these new launches. So starting with the bronzers, I currently have 18. Last time I had 15, so my numbers did go up in this category. Since last time, I did use up the Iconic London Sheer Bronze, which is really exciting. And I did not really declutter any. I had an e.l.f. Halo Glow liquid filter in a darker shade that I passed on to a friend, but then I just recently purchased this one shade down, and I'm actually not sure if it's going to work for me. It looks a little too like yellow on my skin, so I'm still testing it. That could possibly be returned. But the 4 new things I've gotten would be an M Cosmetics cream contour stick in Terra. Previously I just had the bronzer shade in Summer. I also now have a second shade in the Patrick Ta cream and powder bronzer duo. I have the shade She's Bronzed, and then I have these 2 Tower 28 products. This is the Bronzino, which is their shimmery cream bronzer in West Coast. I got this one in PR, and then I purchased the newer Sculptino, which has no shimmer in it, and the lightest shade Broad. And I don't have a goal for this category. I'm hoping I can finish this Bare Minerals by the end of the year. I'm wanting to hit pan on this Tarte, but I don't know, y'all. We'll see what happens. I know I shouldn't buy anymore, but I don't even want to say that because who knows what's going to release, but no goal with this category. And then for liquid and cream highlighters, I still have the same 2, the Phytosurgeons one, which is in my chopping block, and then the Flower Beauty Spotlight liquid highlight. This is something that I'm working on painting right now, so that should hopefully be used up by the end of the year, and then I'd be down to 1 or potentially 0 if I end up decluttering the Phytosurgeons one. I just don't love liquid highlight products, and I don't want to use them as a primer because I can just use a glowy primer. I'm just a powder highlight person, so I don't really think it's necessary for me. For cream and liquid blushes, I currently have 33. Last update, I had 29, so my numbers did go up by 4. I decluttered 2 shades of the Kaja Cheeky Stamp and the Merit Cream Blush in Beverly Hills. And then I just went ahead and separated the new ones. It took me a minute to figure out what they were because of the way that I had these displayed in my last makeup inventory video. But the new ones would be M Cosmetics Blush in Demure, a Melt Cosmetics Blush in Honey Thief, the new Makeup by Mario Cream Blush in Just Peachy, Sigma Cream Blush in Corday Rosa, and the new Say Glow Sculpt in Peach Glow. I just hauled these 2. And then in PR from Merit, I got 2 of the newer shades of their cream blush in Stockholm and Fox. And I do not have a goal for this category either. I really do not want to allow myself to buy more liquid blushes because I know it's something I'm at least currently not using very often. I had been doing good at not really buying cream blushes, but then there were some new launches I was just so excited about. So we'll see what happens, but I definitely want to keep it in check because I am a powder blush person at the end of the day. For powder bronzer, I currently have 19. Last update, I had 18. So my numbers did go up in this category. I purchased the Kosas Sun Show bronzer in Beachy, and everything else here has stayed the same. My goal for this category was to stay at 18. That did not happen, and I'm super tempted to get the Kosas bronzer in the lightest shade Waves. After seeing Lauren May Beauty use it, it looks beautiful on her skin, and I feel like that's a light enough bronzer that I could put a decent amount on my face where other ones are too deep. I'm in such an odd place here because I feel like I really like everything. I'm going to be trying these out this summer just to see if they might be too dark for me. Then some of these bronzers I think are still great, but I feel almost a little bit less excited to use, but they're still good, so I feel like I can't get rid of them. I got 2 shades of Sigma and 2 shades of the L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear bronzers. I didn't need to do that because I don't really contour, but yet I can't let go of one of the shades. I'm going to keep my goal at 18. Very well knowing that my numbers could go up to potentially 20 by the end of the year, which is nuts, but these are all so good. So we'll see. Let me know what you think I should do here. And then we have blushes. So I have had such a large blush collection for years and years that instead of showing you everything, I'm just showing you the new things I've gotten since my last update. And sometimes I will also show you chopping block blushes, which I'm doing today. And I don't know that these numbers are completely accurate. I don't know if last time I included every single one of my chopping block blushes, but I definitely did this time. So I know that for sure moving forward, the numbers are going to be accurate. So I currently have 70 blushes. Last time I had 62, and I have gotten 8 new blushes. So the math works out there, but I just feel like there have been some other changes, but that's all right. I know for sure I only brought in these 8 blushes, and all of them have been pretty recent. So I have 5 of the RMS Reed Mention powder blushes. I got Sangria and PR. The other 4 I bought from Sephora when they were being discounted during the sale. Then I have the House Labs Pomelo Peach I got during the Sephora spring sale. Lawless Watermelon I got in PR, and then Dior Rosewood I just got with my Sephora Rouge reward. And then the chopping block blushes I have right now would be Pink Dahlia from Cover FX, the Balm Frat Boy, and then I've got 4 different shades of the Tarte Amazon Clay blushes. Good, I just don't know that this is like my kind of formula anymore. And I had my goal to be down to 60. I think that's a good goal. I'm going to keep it there. I have so many blushes that I love but don't reach for, but I really want to maybe play around with my organization and separate loves from likes, and maybe that will help me let go of some things. I'm really not sure, but I do want to motivate myself and keep that goal at 60, but who knows, there could be new blushes that I want. Bare Minerals bronzers did come out with some new shades, so we'll see here. Blush is definitely a weakness of mine. For highlighter, I currently have 24. Last update I had 27, so my numbers did go down in this category. I know you're not seeing 24 in front of you, and that's because some of my Ofra highlighters I have depotted into ColourPop palettes. So these are all of the individual compacts that I have here. So I decluttered Beverly Hills from Ofra, my Jaclyn loose highlighter in Extra, and the Kaleido Star Surfer, and Becca's Moonstone. I only brought in one new highlight, Cali Ray Starlight Beach, so I feel really good about that. And my goal is to be down to 24. That's where I'm at now, which feels amazing. I don't think I have any highlighters on my wish list right now, and I have some that I'm sort of on the fence about. That would be basically just Vesca and Laura Mercier. So I'm feeling really happy with where my numbers are at. They could potentially go down, which would be great, but I'm really proud to be at my goal of 24. For face palettes, I currently have 21. Last update, I had 23, so my numbers did go down in this category. I decluttered a Jaclyn Cosmetics blush and bronzer duo and a Jouer blush duo, and I have not gotten any new ones. My goal was to be under 25. I wanted to save room in case any new Sigma Cheek duos or palettes came out, just because I love the quality and the colors so much. And randomly, I have said that while I'm happy to have my Hourglass palettes, I don't use them enough. I don't want to let myself buy anymore, but I have been thinking about the Elephant palette from last holiday a little bit, seeing other people use it. So while I'm super happy to be under my goal, there are some things where I'm trying to see if I need them. MAC Hyper Real Glow highlight palette is good, but I don't know that I need it. The Lorac highlight formula is amazing, but I haven't reached for this palette in a while. In this Benefit palette, there's one exclusive shade, but it's not that unique. I don't know that I really need this Natasha Denona Bloom palette, so there could possibly be some changes here, but I might also stay where I'm at, which again is under my goal, so pretty happy with that. And lastly, for face, we have setting sprays. I currently have 8. Last update, I had 10, so my numbers did go down, which is awesome. I decluttered the ColourPop Pretty Fresh, and I used up the Urban Decay D Slick, and I have not gotten any new ones. My goal was to be up to 10 by the end of the year, and super happy that I'm below my goal. I'm gonna keep it at 10 though. So I am currently working on this Too Faced setting spray, and I do think it'll be done by the end of the year. Probably not anything else, but I know I wanna try the Cali Ray setting spray, and I'm not sure about anything else. So I thought about taking down my goal to 8, because if it's what I'm planning, that would be like a 1 in, 1 out. But just in case, I'm gonna leave it at 10 now, and then at the end of the year we will reevaluate. But super happy with where I'm at with my setting sprays. For brow products, I currently have 15. Last update I had 11, so my numbers did go up in this category. I purchased one thing, but a lot of these things were through PR, which is awesome. So let me break it down. For brow wax, I have 1. Last time I had 2. I used up my NYX Eyebrow Shaper Wax Pencil. For brow pomade, I currently have 2. Last time I had 1. I got the Benefit Pomade in PR. For brow powder, I currently have 1. Last time I had 0. And I actually did purchase that Benefit Goof Proof brow powder. For brow pencil, I currently have 4. Last time I had 2. I used up my Kosas Brow Pop, and then my 3 new ones were all received in PR. Benefit Goof Proof, I'm counting the microfilling pen as a brow pencil. It doesn't need its own category. And then I got the Lawless Shape Up brow pencil in PR. For brow gel, I currently have 7. Last time I had 6. So I used up the mini Kosas clear brow gel, and then the new ones I got would be the Lawless Hold Up brow gel, which is tinted, and the Benefit Fluff Up brow wax. So my goal was to be down to 7 brow products total. Obviously I'm not there. I have more than double the amount of products that would be my goal number. And I might be able to declutter a couple of these things by the end of the year, but really I have so many of these formulas that I really want to try. For eye primer, I currently have 2. Last time I had these same 2, Urban Decay Original Eyeshadow Primer Potion and the Anastasia Eye Primer, which is tinted. And my goal is just to have 2, and I would like it to be these 2. I really like these formulas, and I'm actually almost out of both of them, as you can see, but I will be repurchasing the both of them. For cream shadows, I currently have 25. Last update, I had 26, so my numbers did go down in this category. I used up a mini Bobbi Brown Golden Pink and full-size Laura Mercier Rush, but I did get as an Ulta for gift Bobbi Brown Dusty Mauve, so that sort of knocked out the other Bobbi Brown one. But I'm super close to finishing up this shadow stick from the Balm, so that's really exciting. My goal is to be down to 20 by the end of the year. It is possible if I get rid of those Phytosurgeons ones, and I will make the decision by the end of the year. Basically, I know that I should because I just don't get on with the formula, but it just feels like such a waste of money. I've used them all like once. So please let me know your thoughts on how best to apply it. For liquid shadows, I currently have 3. Last update, I had the same 3, and my goal is to be at this 3 by the end of the year. I have not used these in such a long time, but this is another product I feel like I can't let go of, and I basically will probably just keep these until they dry out, which is ridiculous, especially for the Vesca one. I think that's something I could pass on. For ColourPop Super Shock shadows, I currently have 6. Last time I had 8, so my numbers did go down in this category. I decluttered a couple of shades, and my goal was to be at 8 by the end of the year. And honestly, I probably should just go ahead and declutter all of these. I just don't reach for them. I used to be so obsessed with this formula, and I do still think it's good, but I just never ever reach for them. For single shadows, I currently have 43. Last update, I had 44, so my numbers did go down in this category. I decluttered a mini and full-size Tarte Chrome Paint Shadow Pot, and then the new one I got would be this MAC Dazzle Shadow in Last Dance. This was a surprise gift from my husband. My goal is to be down to 40 by the end of the year, and that's likely not going to happen. I really do like the other shadows that I have. Potentially, I could let go of those mini Natasha Denona sample shadows, but also maybe not. So I'm fine with where I'm at. I would like to not really get any more unless something super special comes out, but I would like to at least stay around where I'm at. For small palettes, I currently have 43. Last update, I had 44, so my numbers did go down. I decluttered the Rustic Bronze from Juvia's Place, and I did not get any new ones. And my goal was to be down to 30 by the end of the year. I don't quite think that's going to happen. Natasha Denona is supposed to be releasing a mini Starlit palette, and I do want that one, even though there are some repetitive shades. I don't really have those, so I know that I'm going to get that one. For large palettes, I currently have 85. Last time I had 84, so my numbers went up by 1. And in my inventories, I just show you the new palettes that I brought in the past 6 months, since my collection is so huge. And I did declutter some palettes this year, which is super exciting. And there are some others that I know I don't need in my collection, but like I said, with palettes, it's just hard to let them go. But I have gotten 8 new palettes this year. Most of them are indie, and then 2 Natasha Denona. So I have the Yucca, the My Dream palette, Inslee Rain Cosmetics Flower Moon, Glaminatrix Nearly Neutral, the Rogue and Bard palette from Fantasy Cosmetica, Odin's Eye and Makeup Just for Fun Flora Story, and Kaleidos Electro Turquoise palette. My goal is to be down to 75 by the end of the year. I am not going to get there. I'm not going to declutter 10 more palettes, most likely, and I am probably going to get more indie palettes this year. So I am not going to meet my goal. For pencil liners, I currently have 3. Last time I had 4, so my numbers did go down in this category. I decluttered the mini Lancome Idol, and I still have these 3. The Physicians Formula is still open, and I just have barely used liquid liner over the past couple of years. So the Physicians Formula I will, you know, use up, or it will dry out this year. I need to get myself back into it because it's going to be so hard for me to declutter the KVD liners, because it's my favorite formula. I know people are really into brown liquid liner right now, so maybe I need to just try to make myself use the brown one. But anyway, my goal is to be at 2, just a brown and a black, so I will be there by the end of the year, but I really need to make myself use these more. For pencil liner, I currently have 31. Last update, I had 29, so my numbers did go up in this category. I got Plum from Persona and Solaris from Kaleidos, and my goal was to be down to 25 by the end of the year. I don't think that's going to happen. There are some shades that I have thought about decluttering, but it's hard because ColourPop is my favorite formula, and I do have a really nice variety of shades here, so I might not meet my goal. For mascara, I currently have 18. Last update, I had 19, so my numbers did go down in this category. I used up Maybelline Sky High, Lancome Hypnostrama full sizes, and Urban Decay Lash Freak Mini, and I decluttered the Milk Rise mascara and the Oma Beauty mascara. And then the new ones that I have here would be the full size Lawless, the One and Done mascara, Ciate Wonder Wand mascara. Both of those were received in PR, as well as the mini Tower 28 Make Waves mascara. And in my picture, it looks like I did not have a mini Benefit Bad Gal Bang, but it was definitely in my backup drawer and I forgot to pull it out. My goal is to be down to 15 by the end of the year. I do believe that it is possible. I'm working on these 3 minis right now, and I will definitely have a few more used up after those before the end of the year. We'll just see if I get any more NPR or as freebies, but I feel pretty confident that I can get to that 15. Starting with lips, we have my lip balms. I currently have 9. Last update, I had 10, so my numbers did go down in this category, and a lot of products have changed. I used up a lip scrub from Kaja and lip balms from Too Faced, Clarins, Kinship, and K-Skin, and I also decluttered a lip oil from I Do Care. So I only have 4 of the same products from my last update. That would be these 4 right here. So in PR, I did get the Lawless lip mask. I purchased on sale the Sigma lip mask. The Supergoop was a gift from a friend. Kopari I got on sale, and the Kopari lip gloss squeezy I got as a free gift. So my goal was to be down to 10 by the end of the year. I am below that goal, which is exciting, and I'm glad that I have room to try something new because I definitely love trying lip balms, and I'm also really happy with working through so many this year. And I currently have the Supergoop in my purse because it has the SPF, the Laneige as my nighttime lip balm, and my Jack Black lip balm as my around the house lippy. So I'm hoping that Laneige and Jack Black can be finished by the end of the year. Everything else you guys will likely still see at the end of the year, but that is all right. I am super happy to be below my goal. For lip liners, I currently have 23. Last update, I had 20, so my numbers did go up. I was lucky enough to receive the 3 Tower 28 one liners in PR. Everything else is the same, and I think this number is going to be the same at the end of the year. Even though my goal was 20, I really don't think I can declutter any of these, even though I know some of these shades are similar. I really like these colors and formulas. I don't think I would have anything finished up by the end of the year. I will think about it and see if there's a color that I would like to try to pan, but it would really have to be like one of these because I feel like the twist up lip liners have less product than the sharpenable ones. So I will be okay with that if I am not at my goal, but I'm going to keep it the same at 20. For bullet lipsticks, I have 32. Last update, I had 31, so my numbers did go up, but just by one. So I decluttered 2 ColourPop glowing lips and a Bare Minerals lipstick. But since then, I have gotten these 3 Lawless Forget the Filler Balms in PR and this Clinique Black Honey as a free gift. My goal was to be at 27 by the end of the year. I do think it is still possible because these products here are some chopping block items. I'm potentially going to try to use up these MAC balms as balm, but that might be more of like a next year project. And some of the regular MAC lipsticks are going to be my chopping block as well. So it is possible, but if I don't reach my goal, I'll be close enough. Next we have my jumbo lip crayons, and I'm currently at 9. Last update I had 6, so my numbers did go up in this category. I got the Tower 28 lip crayons in Shake and Mix, and I got a Tarte Maracuja Juicy lipstick in Rose. And I had actually made my goal increase to 8 because I knew I was going to get the Tower 28 balms, but the Tarte was a bit of a surprise. My friend Jean had purchased a really good set, so I paid her just for the 1 shade to try out the formula, and it was really affordable. Likely I will still be at this 9 by the end of the year, so I would not have met my goal, but that is okay. And I'm thinking next year I might want to try to pan one of the shades of the M Cosmetics, but we'll see about that. For liquid lipsticks, I currently have 26. Last update, I had 27, so my numbers did go down in this category. I decluttered my little Sigma Mini, but the rest of these have stayed the same. I don't plan on buying any more liquid lipsticks, even though brands are coming back out with them. It's just not my favorite type of lip product. The only reason I would change my mind is if Buxom came out with any shades I felt like I had to have. But basically with these, I'm gonna hopefully use them occasionally, but really as they start to dry out, I will let go of them. Even the chopping block ones from Too Faced and NARS, I possibly might let go of those this year, but I do really like them, so it's just a little bit hard for me. But my goal was to be down to 24 by the end of the year. That would really only happen if I decided to declutter something or they dried out. So we will see, but I won't be too upset if I don't reach that goal. For lip gloss, I currently have 82. Last update, I had 84, so my numbers did go down in this category, which is great. I thought it was going to be by more, so I'm definitely bummed by that. But it wasn't until I pulled them all out that I realized that I actually have brought in 12 glosses since the beginning of the year. So the fact that I am down this much, considering that, is good. I have decluttered some. I've used up several. So let me run through the new ones. So we have Tower 28 XOXO in Almond. I got these in PR, as well as these Lawless glosses. Juicy Watermelon, Violet Bloom, Lavender Sorbet. I got these 2 in PR as well. The Merit Shade Slick and Jeté, and the RMS Lip Lights and Bisou. I got this Bobbi Brown tinted lip oil type product as an Ulta for gift and Slow Jam. And then I purchased the 4 of these. Makeup by Mario Moisture Glow Lip Color in Soft Blush, I believe. Buxom Plump Shot in Dolly Babe, and then these Buxom glosses from a limited edition collection. We have Negroni and Whitney. And then I also have these 4 glosses I'm hoping to finish by the end of the year. I would love if I could finish more. I already have some in mind, but we'll see how that goes. But I do think the 4 of these will be done. My goal was to be down to 70 by the end of the year. I feel like that's a totally attainable goal, but I don't know. I'm really going to work on seeing what I can declutter, using up as many as possible, but we'll see where we end up. I know this is nuts, but it's just harder for me to let go of some of these colors and formulas that I do like, and I have such a long list of things I want to pan, but just not enough time to get to everything, so I really need to keep that in mind. So guys, that was all the makeup in my collection, my updated numbers, my goals for where I want to be by the end of the year. I would love to hear your makeup inventory numbers down below, or if you have any goal numbers for the different categories of your makeup collection. I want to thank you all so much for watching this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye guys.